Welcome back to Let's Analyze Eliza. Today we're going to be talking to my favorite patient, Holiday. Holiday is a much more lightweight and fun character. She is Soren. So while all of the other characters we've talked to have been mostly about telling us what we should feel about the things we've experienced, Holiday's sole purpose is to echo Soren. The reason for that is because we're about to meet up with Soren. And he's going to try and sell us on his newfangled invention. He's going to talk about the company he's starting and how much he hates his old company. These are all the sorts of things that we're going to want to be in the right mood for. Well, Holiday is going to put us in the right mood because she's going to say basically all of the same things, but in a much more low stress and upbeat way. So if you know anything about Holiday, if you know the arc of her character, you know that she does have a serious core flaw. She has no money and no real saving habits. So she's a self-destructive person in that way. And, of course, Soren is also a very self-destructive person. Their echoes are extremely tight and extremely strong. But despite that, Holiday is written with an enormous amount of subtlety and an enormous amount of brightness. So let's go ahead and take a look. Or listen.
Hello, Holiday.
Hello.
You found the place okay?
Uh-huh. Yes, I did. The 13 goes right up from Belltown. It's $1 with a reduced fare permit.
That's good. I'm glad. So what brings you here today?
Oh, nothing in particular. I wanted to see what all this fuss was about. I'm not crazy, no, not even mentally disturbed. You see those people yelling on the street late at night? They're the ones who need counseling. They need more than counseling, probably.
Now, if you're familiar with Soren, his plan is literally more than counseling for the disturbed people. And initially, he's going to hold that he is not disturbed. So we've got a very close echo there.
Me, I'm doing fine. My mind's still sharp. I smoke dope. It helps.
Of course, Soren drinks.
I'd have it more often, but it's all expensive now. Everything's expensive now. There's a nice young couple in my building, though, and they're always sharing, which is nice of them. I think they do something with computers, though I sure don't know what it is.
And of course, Soren is breaking up with Rainer, who is the person who's doing things with computers, though he doesn't understand what it is.
When I moved into the building where I am now, it was $300 a month. Can you imagine?
Yeah, getting in on the ground floor of Skanda was great.
They want to tear it down, of course, the property developers.
Now they're turning it into some sort of weird project. Nobody cares about that stuff.
They already got the building on the corner next to ours, even though it's supposed to be on the historical register.
Yeah. Can you believe what they're doing with Eliza?
It was going to be added, but there was some delay or something, and then, bam, it's gone.
Oh, they're outsourcing overseas.
They did some kind of backroom deal with city council, probably. Someone ought to do a big expose, I tell you.
Why do you think someone ought to do a big expose?
Oh, it's rotten all the way up and down. With the new construction going on everywhere, it's just a mess of money and politics.
And again, this is Soren talking about Rainer. Now, I'm breaking the flow of this with my continual interjections. It needs to be made clear, if you've never played the game, Holiday's flowing delivery is extremely good, and you definitely buy into it.
It's always like that, but lately, it's happening faster and faster. I can hardly recognize the place anymore. Every day, I wake up and look out the window and gung, there's another new building going up. I don't even know why they need so many.
Got another server over in Germany?
You ever see those buses they have? I don't mean the metro. I mean those big white buses with no markings on them. You see these young guys with backpacks milling around looking suspicious, staring at their phones, and then one of these big white buses pulls up and they get on.
We'll meet one of them shortly. I think it's in Chapter 4.
Who knows where they go? Bellevue, Redmond. It's like a secret transport system just for them. I tried talking to one of them once or twice, but they don't want to talk to someone like me.
Yeah, registered psychologists and programmers don't get along.
They don't even talk to each other. Imagine going through the trouble of living in Belltown and then ignoring everything around you. It's an odd thing. It really is. Let me ask you, Eliza. Oh, your name is Eliza, right?
Yes, my name is Eliza. I'm a digital counselor.
Eliza, do you ever do past life regressions on your patients?
Remember Soren and his past life regressions? Yeah, she is a really, really tight echo of Soren. The first time you're playing the game, she's such a tight echo that you might be confused, thinking that maybe the game is actually about past life regressions. But all she's doing is setting you up for Soren.
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't understand the question.
You know, past lives. You hypnotize someone and you get them talking about how they used to be a duchess in a royal family in medieval times or what have you.
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't understand.
I was just kidding. I don't expect that, no. They don't do that kind of thing these days. When I was little, it was pretty common, at least for a certain set.
So, I think I've mentioned this before, but it is pretty common for a certain set.
There was the drug culture, the Buddhists, the Hare Krishnas, all kinds of things. My mother warned me to stay away from those types. She said someone might come up to you and say, "Oh, I can sense there's a problem with your aura. Want to see if we can fix that?" And then the next thing you know, he's trying to have sex with you in the back of his van. I believe that might have happened to her at some point.
Definitely not you, though, right, Holiday?
I'm not sure everyone was like that, but you had to be careful. Same as today, I suppose. Those counterculture types would hang out on the university lawns because they were safe from Seattle police there. That's what she told me. Apparently, it was a lot like Golden Gate Park, you know, in San Francisco. Can you imagine that? We're a world away from that time, that's for sure.
If you have a specific problem you'd like to talk to me about, please go ahead.
We're gonna have this moment with Soren, too.
It's okay to tell me what's on your mind.
Oh, well, you got anything for pain? Specifically, it's my shoulders acting up again. I had some inflammation with them a few months ago, but it settled down. I'd go back to the clinic, but I don't want to pay the copay again, just for them to tell me the same thing they always do. I'd rather talk to you. You're nice, you listen.
Thank you. I do my best to listen to my clients.
See? That's what I like to hear.
Okay, Holiday. I recommend asking your doctor or psychiatrist about fortipran hydrochloride. Based on my analysis, this medication might help you feel better. You will get a reminder to check in with us in a few weeks.
Oh, I don't think I've heard of that one before. It's a painkiller? I'll try anything once, I suppose. Smoking dope is still my go-to for this kind of thing, but if it can help with my shoulders, then I'm interested.
We hope to see you back soon, Holiday.
Sure, I'll let you know if it works. What was it called again?
Once again, we see the monolithic stupidity of Eliza ending the scene when it needs to be ended. The first time you play the game, or just when you play the game in general, if you're not really analyzing it deeply, you may think that this was a strange beat, like just a weird upbeat thing that Holiday didn't come in for any specific reason or have any specific problems. And the reason for that is twofold. One is that she does have problems and she's hiding them, and the other is that she's Soren. She's prepping us for Soren. She's echoing all of Soren's things before they happen so that we're prepared for them. I'm not sure that the tone is 100% perfect, but that's why she's here, and it does work pretty well. By the time you get to Soren after this, you're ready to deal with his flaky ass.
Thank you for speaking with Eliza, your personal counseling partner.
What was the medicine called? Forzapram? I think that was it. I can ask about it at the clinic. Decent enough place. One time I had a doctor there who was very rude to me, though, young man.
Goodbye.
Right. I suppose I ought to let you go now. You got other people to speak to, it looks like. Staying busy. Busy, busy. That's life in this town.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Exciting. All right, so that was our upbeat client to break us free of the past and start us thinking about the future, specifically about Soren's flakiness. Some of what she said confused Eliza's algorithm a little bit, not that it seems to have mattered much. I think that's it for today. That night, I head out to meet with Soren at the restaurant he picked. It's much fancier than I expected. But it's also something that I think we're going to wait until the next episode to discuss. Thanks for your time.